guys, I'm Chelsea Dine and welcome to my channel. I feel like for this video, I'm gonna need my glasses. Please hold. No, not gonna work with the lighting, so never mind. Anyway, back to the video. Today I am going to be sharing with you the books that have changed my life so far this year. We're about halfway into the year. I've been reading, I've been doing the Miracle Morning, as many of you know, and that's really been my time to read. So these are the books so far this year that really left a lasting impact on me, that I tell people about, that I recommend to my friends. I'll be sure to link to the books below so that way you can click and buy and read and have your life be changed, hopefully. So the first book is Essentialism, The Disciplined Pursuit of Less by Greg McKeown. So I'm gonna read you a little part here, and I remember when I read this, it just was one of those moments. When we don't purposefully and deliberately choose where to focus our energies and time, other people, so our bosses, our colleagues, our clients, our family members, our friends, will choose for us, and before long we'll have lost sight of everything that is meaningful and important. We can either make our choices deliberately or allow other people's agendas to control our lives. Bet you feel me on that, huh? So this book really dives into essentialism, what that means specifically, and how to apply it to your life, how to make different sorts of decisions so that you can make sure that you are focusing your attention, your time, and your energy on what truly matters, on what is vital to you. It talks a lot about decision fatigue, which I always find really interesting because I've read about Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs and their decision to not make decisions on what they have to wear every day. Another really cool thing I like about this book is that he dives into social pressure and the status quo, which, pay attention because this is going to come up later in another one of my favorite books, but how technology now really lowers the barrier for other people to be sharing their opinions or to be influencing us on what we should be focusing on, when that might not necessarily apply to us and our values. One of my favorite quotes from this book is, "The point is not to say no to all requests. The point is to say no to the non-essentials so we can say yes to the things that really matter. It is to say no frequently and gracefully to everything but what is truly vital." Boom. A really fascinating book if you are interested in essentialism. Again, this isn't necessarily about materialistic things, but how you're spending your time and your energy and how to be more efficient and to feel more successful and to be more productive. Now, moving right along, this is the book that I just kind of hinted at. It is The Art of Non-Conformity by Gillip. Now, this is a book that I had had for a while, and I waited until more recently to read it, and as soon as I started reading this book, I was highlighting it, I was taking notes constantly because it really resonated with me as someone who has chosen to take the road less traveled in life. So this book I recommend to anyone who, again, has either chosen to take the road less traveled in life or is thinking about changing course, maybe moving away from a 9-to-5 job and doing something different. The author, Gillip, talks about how we see many of our peers choosing the same path in life, so choosing the same education, maybe similar careers, choosing the same lifestyle, having the same mindset around money and debt. So for those of us who choose to take the road less taken, or perhaps to blaze a completely different trail of our own, we're often met with resistance and the pressure to conform to the status quo. So I'm going to read this next quote to you from the book that just absolutely blew my mind because it resonated so deeply. He said, "I think this objection stems from general skepticism about people who live intentionally. If everyone is jumping off the bridge, you're going to attract attention by coolly looking over the edge and carefully considering whether you really want to leap." Makes sense, right? I'm sure you've heard the expression before. Maybe your parents asked you when you were younger, if everyone else is jumping off the bridge, does that mean you're going to jump off the bridge too? But now as an adult, and when we have all of these different decisions to make about our lifestyle and the values that we have, when everyone is jumping off that bridge and following the status quo, we are met with resistance when we choose differently. So I'm just going to read a little bit from the back of the book to give you a little more insight into what exactly he's going to go over in this book. You'll discover how to live on your own terms by exploring creative self-employment, radical goal setting, travel, embracing life as a constant adventure. It's inspired and guided by Chris's own story and those of others who have pursued unconventional lives. I highly recommend this book for anybody who feels that desire to live life on your own terms. And then the last book that I'm going to share with you that has changed my life so far this year is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. This book teaches you how to lose your mind and create a new one. I know that might sound a little bit crazy and a little bit out there, but this book is truly mind-blowing. I feel like I'm saying that about each of these, but it's so true. The cool thing about this book is that if you've heard before about manifesting and affirmations, setting intentions, visualizing, and perhaps the law of attraction, but you feel it's a little bit woo-woo and you can't really quite figure out how to apply that to your life yet, I highly recommend this book because he meshes the spiritual aspect of manifesting and visualizations with science and neuroscience and explaining how it is that our brain actually works. It is a fascinating read. I can't get enough of it. I think he does a phenomenal job of explaining everything in a very easy to understand way. So it's not textbook, it's not overly complicated. He really breaks it down and makes it easy to understand and easy to apply to your life. And I'll share a little bit from the back of this book with you as well. In Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, Dr. Joe Dispenza combines the fields of quantum physics, neuroscience, brain chemistry, biology, and genetics to show you what is truly possible. Here is one of my favorite quotes from the book. Hold a clear intention of what you want, but leave the how details to the unpredictable quantum field. Let it orchestrate an event in your life in a way that is just right for you. If you're going to expect anything, expect the unexpected. Surrender, trust, and let go of how a desired event will unfold. It's so good. Again, I highly recommend these 3 books. As you can probably see, they have this overall theme of not necessarily following the status quo and really sticking to what feels right for you, bringing more of that into your life. These books are about creating your own reality, being deliberate with your time and with your thoughts. And the final book, which I just had to throw in for a bonus because I've talked about it quite a lot on my channel and over on my blog at chelseadynan.com and on Instagram at chelseadynan, is, can you guys guess it? The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. I won't go into the details of this one because, again, I have explained it in detail several times. So I will link to those videos below so you can check those out if you haven't already. And if you are interested in the Miracle Morning, I will be doing a group challenge. Head over to my Instagram at chelseadynan. Be sure to follow me there for the details. It's going to be fun. We're going to be taking part in it together. Don't worry because I'm sure there will be more challenges of some sort in the future. So there you guys have it. This is something a little bit different. If you liked it and you'd like to see more book recommendations, then be sure to give it a thumbs up. That way I know to do more of these. I get asked a lot about what my book recommendations are, so I figured as I read them, I can tell you what I liked. If you have not subscribed, be sure to do so because I would love to see you back here next time. And leave a comment below. I'd love to hear if you have read any of these, if you have any of these books. Maybe you haven't read them yet. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you over on Instagram, and I will see you guys next time.